Hey guys, Pepper Nurse One here. This was a suggested video by one of my subscribers, and it's actually a really good point. Um, so I wanted to do a video on it. And I've actually thought about this situation many times. They had said in a shit hits the fan situation, when do you decide not to go to work, to stay home, to take care of your family? When do you think other emergency personnel would also not, police officers, firemen, all those types of people, ambulance people, when would they just not show up for work and go home and take care of their families, okay? So this is actually something that I've thought about a lot. Now, one of the things, if you are, a county employee, let's say you're working for the county, is in a nursing facility, you're given a pass that when they close the roads and it's an emergency situation, it says no unnecessary travel. We're given a pass to be able to do that, to drive anyway. When I worked at Monroe County, then we would get them there, okay? So that you were able to drive. So if you got stopped and they said, why are you out on the road? You say, hey, I'm a nurse, or I'm a nursing assistant, or whatever, and I'm on my way to work. You got to go ahead and go. They didn't give you a hard time, okay? So because they want you there. We also, as nurses in nursing homes or whatever, you can get mandated to stay. If it's an emergency situation and people can't get to work and you're already there, guess what? You're staying, okay? Now, in a worst case scenario, what happens then? And like I said, I've thought about this a lot, and I'm a very realistic type of person, okay? Always have been. And I've talked to people about it, and I've said, you realize that if something bad, really bad happens, all these people are dead. These people that we take care of every day, they're dead. Because without us there taking care of them, they're not going to survive. And that's a sad reality. I mean, that's the reality of it. Because I know for myself, I'm going to do the best I can, but the bottom line is my family comes first. And if it's a worst case scenario and I see it coming, I probably would be calling into work for a few days just to see if it was really going to happen or not going to happen, or what was going to go on. And if it did end up coming down to happening, I'm not going to work. And if I'm at work and say we're mandated and they made us stay, I would leave. The reality is my priority is here at home, not there. I mean, that sounds harsh and it sounds cold, but you know what? Making sure that my son and daughter survive, to me, is way more important than somebody who's 97 years old that's already had their life, okay? That's how I justify it in my mind. I believe that in a worst case situation, that the police officers at some point will make that decision, that their family is more important. Everybody will. I mean, does it suck? Is it harsh? Is it cold? Yeah, but you have to be realistic, The police, the firefighters, the ambulance people, they're all going to do the same thing. They're going to prioritize. Now, don't get me wrong, there will be some people that probably would try to stay to try to help those people. But, I mean, I don't want to sound harsh or cold, but I'm not one of them. I'm sorry, but I have my priorities, and that's not it. My priorities are here at home and taking care of my kids. That's my number one priority. So if I see where I believe that things are really going bad and it's a worst case scenario, I'm probably not even going to go into work. I'll call in for a few days. I mean, that's what sick time is for. And then if things got better, then okay, then I would go back. But if they don't, then I'm where I need to be. It's a sad thing, realistically. I mean, it's a hard decision to make, and it's like, because you're talking about people's lives, but you're going to do what you got to do. And see, I don't think a lot of people really realize the decisions that are going to have to be made if things go worst case scenario. Okay? They really don't. I've thought about this a lot. I mean, I really have thought about it a lot. And I know the nature of human beings, and we're not pleasant people. You know, we're not a pleasant animal. You know, I've said it before, we kill for pleasure. We kill because we just enjoy it. You know, it's, if we get to that point in this country or any other, or around the world, or let's say something really catastrophic happens, and I always use it. This is my scenario. I always use if the lights went out tomorrow and didn't come back on. That's a scenario that I always use. Okay.
Buddy, come here.
If that's the case, what would happen? You know, and it's just, it would be very, very bad. Really, really bad. Hard decisions are going to have to be made. Give up a little. And that's reality. So everybody has to make that individual decision for themselves. But like I said, I'm a realist, and I know where my priorities are. And I think a lot of people really need to look at that situation and what are your priorities. Okay. So anyway, so I wanted to do that video. I think most police officers, most EMTs, most firefighters, they're obviously watching the funny video, and most nursing personnel would go ahead and leave and take care of their own first. It's just a smart thing to do. It really is, and it's unfortunate and it's sad, but it's reality. Okay, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me your thoughts and comments on it. I mean, it's a really hard subject. Okay. But it's also something that you really have to look at. Okay, so please give me your input. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.